Oh, my bad. Interstellar, guys. This is what, whew, man, Interstellar. This movie is what? This, man, I don't, okay. All right. I need to calm down. Let's reel it back. Basics out of the way. Christopher Nolan wrote this and directed this, but he wrote this one with his brother Jonathan, and man, this movie is something else, man. I tell you, dude. Okay. Man, all right. So, all right, basics out of the way. You already know who wrote it and directed it. But who's in it? Matthew McConaughey, obviously. Timothy Chalamet, surprisingly. I forgot Timothy Chalamet was on this. Jessica Chastain, Casey Affleck. We got John Lithgow, obviously. We have okay, I'm blanking on the little girl's name who played the young version of Jessica Chastain in this movie. Mackenzie Foy? I hope I got her name right. Was that her? I hope it's her, ain't it? I hope that's her. All right. Okay. So Interstellar, movie's about Earth. It's dying, and it's nothing but, dust going around in this, going around worldwide. But here's the thing. The thing about this movie, and I think this is what makes it so genius, at least to me, or at least pretty effective to me, is that we see like the dust and everything, and it's in a small town, right? But we also cut back and forth between what's going on in the movie, with Matthew McConaughey and his family, but we also see like a documentary style, like kind of like they were being interviewed of like their experiences dealing with the dust and everything like that at first. Now, obviously, I just gotta get this out of the way. Hans Zimmer score, man. Oh man, 10 years later, this man is still being a genius with the music. The music for Interstellar is absolutely, it's chef's kiss. It's incredible. And now he's out here doing music for Dune and whatnot, which the Dune score, that's a whole other topic, but I'll just leave it at also phenomenal. But anyways, dude, hang on, this man's score is so good that it literally bombards you in the beginning. And I remember a lot of people made fun of this movie at the time, saying that, it's just Hans Zimmer falling asleep on his keyboard again. And I was like, hey, I mean, it's a good joke. I'm not gonna lie, it's a good one. But at the same time, I actually like when the keyboard does that. So because that's, it's so cool to me. But yeah, so guys, I'm sorry. I'm so blown away by this movie still to this day. It's nuts. Also, I even wrote this down. I wrote, "Fuck you, Hans Zimmer." This score has no business being this good. And honestly, I'm still standing by that, because I watched this on Saturday night. Was it Saturday? No, not Saturday night. Friday night. I watched this movie on Friday night. So this, man, okay. Back to the movie. So Matthew McConaughey, this man's acting is amazing. I don't care what anybody says. This dude, I know people know him as, like, he's either the rom-com guy, or he's the guy with the ridiculous speeches in the car commercials, or he's just the speech guy in these movies, But listen, if you take all three of those away, like if you're willing to overlook all three of those things, and you just focus, and you just like kind of like pay attention to what he's doing, as this character, and what he's doing, knowing the odds that he's about to face and whatnot, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And also, I love Mackenzie Foy in this role, man. She's she not even just her as an actress. I just love the role, you know, of Murph. You know, Murph is a kid. I'm not exactly the biggest fan of kids in movies, to be honest, but that's just me, because, you know, sometimes I tend to get a little annoyed with them. But this kid, the right amount of curiosity, is always very curious about things, and I'm just like, you know what? Normally kids that have too much curiosity tends to annoy me a little bit, but if a kid has the right amount of curiosity, I'll be like, all right, I'll bite. Come on, I'm gonna show you some. Let's show you some things, huh? You know, that type of thing. So, all right. So I got a quick story for you guys. So back when this first came out, I was having the I wouldn't say the full year, but the later half of 2014 was probably the craziest time of my life, in a good way. And when this came out, or at least when this was coming out, I didn't know anything about it. The only thing that we had was like a poster literally saying Interstellar on it, and we had like a teaser trailer of Matthew McConaughey just driving away in the truck.
That we are still pioneers, that we've barely begun, and that our greatest accomplishments cannot be behind us.
Okay, I need to stop right there, because if I let it keep playing, I'm gonna get hooked on the music. So man, so I tell you, man. So here's the extra thing that happened when I saw this in theaters. Not only that, I wouldn't say she was my girlfriend or anything, but we were kind of in the talking stage when I was kind of like coming up. But you know, I just started seeing her. Things were going like really, really amazingly at that time. And seeing this in theaters was absolutely just like, holy crap. And I'm pretty sure this came out in IMAX too. Now I've never been to an IMAX movie theater before. I'm planning on going one of these days, but anybody who's been to an IMAX theater, you got to tell me how your experience was seeing this movie. Okay. So story time over. So as we move forward with the movie, we see, you know what? I'm not even gonna spoil it. I'm gonna just say that there's space travel, and there's a lot of things that happens on that space travel. Because you gotta see. Because if I talk about the space travel, I'm not gonna do it justice. You have to see it. You just have to see it. So Jessica Chastain, she's playing the older version of Murph, like when she's like, you know, an adult. Which I'm gonna just say it. Jessica Chastain, she's just absolutely beautiful, man. I just all right. I need to stop. So and then of course there's a point in the movie where I was talking about this at some point on Jay the Concept's stream on Saturday, and there was a point where damn, that crosses into spoilers. I'm not gonna say it. But there's something that happens to Matthew McConaughey, and I'm just gonna say, and I wrote this down while the scene was going on. I said Matthew McConaughey is a way better actor than people give him credit. I'm still gonna keep saying that because he is. And honestly, the way the movie ends, oh my gosh, man. The way this movie ends, it's the music, it's perfect. The way that everything is wrapping up is perfect. The way that things are going, it's so good. It's so fucking good. And I honestly, man, I don't know what else to say. Oh man, I don't know what else to say. Okay, do I have any negatives? Not really, but I do have a nitpick. It's okay, here we go. I wrote it. Okay, here we go. So here's the nitpick I said. I'm not a fan of the way that it ended. It's basically one of those love is the answer type of endings. Well, you know, type of like way to solve things. And for me at least, I'm not a fan of it because, to be honest, it's kind of a cop out, at least to me. But hey, to anybody else that you know like the ending, hey, to each their own. You know what I mean? I'm not judging anybody for that, none of that. But yeah, for me, I'm just like, I think there could have been another answer, but all right, whatever. Because the movie's so good, I'm just like, all right, whatever. But anyways, yeah, dude. And then of course, like I said, when you get to the ending, it's so perfect. It's so good. Man, Christopher Nolan, this man always knows how to end his movies and way to bring it home and all that good stuff, man. It's so good. It's so good. All right, so my rating for the movie. Absolutely incredible. I still can't believe how effective the movie still is today. I can't wait to, of course, with Christopher Nolan movies, I can't wait to see what else he's gonna do next. And of course, you know, besides the nitpick that I have, I'm gonna have to say this movie's a 9.5 out of 10. It's a 9.5 out of 10. If it didn't have the love is the answer type of way to end things, and there was another way to solve everything, I think that it would have been a bona fide 10, automatic 10 actually. But you know, hey, look, it is what it is for me. But that's totally fine. If you think it's a 10, again, totally cool. But yeah, man, that's Interstellar. All right, guys, Interstellar. How do you guys feel about this movie? Did you love this movie just as much as me? Hey, how you feeling about the music? Come on. All right, anyways, if you like this video, hit the like button, comment down below, share this shit with your friends, and of course, you guys, subscribe to the channel.